Spurs fans, football fans, this is your 60-second news update. Fucking hell. Everyone's going on about fucking pitches. Fucking ridiculous, considering half the injuries have happened away from home to do with pitches. And then they're blaming the pitches at the training ground. Oh, do you know what? You can't blame the pitches when we all know it's squad depth. We haven't got no squad depth. We ain't the team to swap players at 60 minutes. We aren't Man City swapping 5 players out for another 5 players because the sports scientists are telling us that they're not supposed to play this long. My good God. Years ago, they used to play 90 minutes. Some of these players, regardless, play through the mud, the rain, the snow, hard surfaces in the cold weather. This is where fucking it fucks me off, that they all think they're experts on YouTube, and we all know, if you ever played football on half of these pitches they go on about, cold weather dependent. You know, things get harder in the cold weather. Years ago, mate. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe that's why some of the players years ago got bad knees, because they didn't have sports scientists to tell them that they're playing too many minutes. But we haven't got a squad like that. We've not got a squad where we can exchange player for player. We've had to play players for the full amount of time sometimes, knowing that we've played them the last 3 games for 90 minutes. We play them into the ground. That's due to the transfers coming in. And who's that due to? The structure. ENIC again. Not wanting a full cat for players year after year after year. And then everyone goes and does content on the pitch. We've even had Stan Collymore, the man who knows about knee tremblers on concrete. Yeah, he's an expert. Mind you, he's also an expert at throwing punches in Paris, isn't he? Eureka, do you remember that? Poor cat. I'm not having this pitch bollocks. It's a load of old shit. You got to blame it on the sports scientists, and you got to blame it on the hierarchy who deal with the transfers, ain't you? And the discipline of the football players. Did he weaken his knee when he scored that goal and jumped up and took his shirt off to the crowd? Could have. Could have had a minute little niggle there, couldn't he? This is what I'm saying. You've got to discipline these players, mate. You scored 1 goal in a relegation scrap and you celebrated like you were fucking Pele, bruv, on a winning World Cup goal. No. Go and put that ball back on that spot and start again. It's not about the celebration. It really ain't. It's about fucking winning ugly. And if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do, is win ugly. And you and me both know, if you've played football for even grassroots level, Hackney Marshes level, playing for your firms, playing for your companies, playing for your army teams, playing for whatever, you know about fatigue. I was talking to a friend the other night. Sometimes when you're playing these amount of games, like I used to play for fucking my friend's Royal Mail team, and then Hackney Marshes, and then my mate's pub team, then back to Hackney Marshes as a spare, standing there in the cold, the wind, the rain, waiting for a game off any football team. And then going back for the weekdays, playing the 5-a-side for the Royal Mail team. I'll come back for the 7-a-side. Mate, after a little while, your body needs time to recuperate. The blood's got to get back in the muscles to repair them. It's nothing to do with pitches. It really ain't nothing to do with pitches. This is just another media hype thing, innit, that's going on at the minute. We've got Aston Villa this week. I'm not looking forward to that game. I'm not looking forward to Aston Villa whatsoever. We've got to win. We can't afford any losses. Even draws They're not particularly any good, are they, really? Want to get the big 3 points in the bag. Do you think we'll win against Aston Villa? Because I'm having my doubts here. Not only because we're losing Xavi, what he did give us, I don't know. Did he give us that edge? A lot of people seem to think he's given us that edge. Look at the reality of the situation. He scored a couple of goals. That's it. If that, what's he done in the games? Been pushed off the ball. Does he give you that much of a creative edge? Are we seeing that much of a creative edge in that bit of the football pitch? Because when you look at the stats and the player, what's it called when the players are they've got their player heat map? That lies, because you can run about without a ball and the heat map will show you in and about the wicked world as we know it. And stats, they can lie as well. Assists, well, do me a favour. We have got no end product. We have got no end product with a lot of positions. We've got no end product. Defence, the end product is getting the ball away from the goal, right? This is where we differ from the other YouTube channels, right? We'll give you the basic facts of football, because the other channel seems to glamorise and disinformation, and you got fat water mitters sitting there telling you the strategic points of football, and it's all a load of shit, innit? It is absolutely a load of shit what they're waffling on. You got kids who have been on YouTube that don't know fuck all about football pitch. At that age, some of them, mate, I was playing football. I wasn't about sitting on a computer screen giving myself square eyes, love. I was sitting there, sweetheart, waiting for games. Mate, it does wind you up. Yeah, end product for defence is getting the ball away from the goal in front of you. The aim of the game is to get your football in the back of their net. That's the aim of the game. From midfield to strike force, there's no end product. There's not one creative spark. And as I said, did Xavi give us that creative spark? I'm highly doubt it, because we've been losing games still. We've won one game, and it's like a cup final. Everyone's thinking, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. These next games coming up, they're going to be the hardest games ever for fans to watch, for players to play in, for managers to manage. It's the Premier League. And as everyone keeps telling you, it's the toppermost, most league in the world. Are we going to do it? I'm 50-50, honest to God. As you can tell by my previous videos and other videos, I'm 50-50. One morning I will wake up positive. The next morning it is just, oh, mate, I can't see the light through the trees. I'm not understanding where the end product's coming from. Solanke's gone. So we're relying on Richarlison, yeah? An ageing Richarlison. Not a young boy that used to play for Everton. We've got an ageing Richarlison. Let's not forget that. Mate, I'd really like Tell. I like the way he plays, but he's not been nurtured in that Tottenham squad. Now he's in a relegation scrap. There's no more nurturing. There's no more kiddifying them and putting them in wooden gloves and all that. They've all got to come out for the next lot of games, and they've got to win every single game. We all know that. I'm telling you something you already know. But I'm trying to make up in my own mind. I'm trying to make it right that we are going to win. I'm trying to get positive. But I can't see where we're going to get the goals from. I mean, let's just say Aston Villa, we go 2-0 down. We're fucked. We are fucked. The psychological thing of going 2-0 down, Aston Villa in a relegation scrap, we are fucked. We have got to have some fight. And we've not seen that fight, have we? We've not seen that fight. I'm not saying a different manager would have got us there, Far from it. I know the realities of football. We had poor results with all sorts of managers, from Postecoglou, Frank. We've had poor results, poor form. Maybe, though, if we did have a manager that we won something with, maybe there would have been a bit more faith and fight. I don't know. I'm grabbing at straws, aren't I? I'm actually grabbing at straws. I'm worried. I think you should be worried too. If you watch Spurs channels, some of them are giving you Championship League start-off playoff times with regards to when we're doing a tour. I don't think it's right that we do tours if we're getting relegated, to be honest with you. Okay, go and give the boys a fucking trip on the other side of the world to see fans that don't usually see them. Fair play, but don't celebrate. Don't do none of that celebrating. Just play the games and come home. Because I sort of think that once they've played their little holiday games, shall we call them, Championship starts straight away, three days later, 4 days later, or whatever it does, and it's like, wow. Championship. I don't think there's a lot of YouTubers that watch Championship games, to be honest with you. They might pretend they do, but coming from a family that's into Millwall, we always watch Millwall games. So I know a fair bit about the Championship. It's a dogfight. Every game's a dogfight. From day one to the finish, it's a dogfight. I've been through the ups and downs with Millwall at the minute as well. Relying on other teams not to think. It's the same, and that's at the top of the league. Just to get promoted, they're relying on other teams to do shit. We're relying on West Ham to lose every single game. That's what we want. We want West Ham to lose every single game, and then we've got a fighting chance. Are they going to get smashed every single game? They've been in this position before. They know what to expect. That's the problem. And when you're experienced in something, it gives you the edge. It gives you the proper edge over another team. And I'll ask you in the comments, what team would you field that shows fight? We can all have these imaginary fantasy dreams of putting youngsters in the squad. Is it fair to put the youngsters in the squad? You know, we've not got rotational play. We've not had a rotational squad for absolutely years, have we? This is what's got us into this mess with the injuries. No rotation of players. That's what's killed. That's what's injured the players. And transfer lemons. You might not want to hear this, but my personal opinion is we've transferred some lemons into the squad. Maybe they was good on their day, but do you think Kulusevski's going to come back next year in Championship and be the same player and keep assisting and keep everything else? Of course he ain't. I call him a transfer lemon. You know, one season he was good, and that's it, over. We've got a few of them. Bentancur, I could see being pivotal in this relegation scrap, to be honest with you, and Paulinho, just because of the experience. But a lot of these players have had their heads turned. Paulinho, heads turned. He's not only had his head turned, he's had his agent's head turned as well. Oh, mate, I'm just relying on their loyalty for the badge. That's all we've got to do, innit? Is rely on their loyalty for the cockerel on their chest. The Spurs fans have got the fight in them, but have the players got the fight? Kinski, he's got the fight in him, because he knows if we go down, he'll be our number one keeper. Because Vicario won't be there. He's already had his head turned, already in the Italian press. We've got Barcelona coming around sniffing, apparently. These are just agents putting the word out, and that don't do anything for morale, does it? When the agents have got a contingency plan, because the contingency plan is in place at Tottenham Hotspur at the minute. As soon as you go down to the relegation zone this late in the season, the agents, the football team, the corporation, the blue chip companies all put in their contingency plans. Remember that. They've all got contingency plans for, are they going to leave? Yeah, we probably, if we go down Championship, bet your bottom dollar, mark my words, 10 players will go straight away. Even if they don't want to go. Some of them players will end up going just because the agents are saying, look, mate, we've got you this deal, and that's the way you're going, because the agents want their cut. They don't want Championship players because the cut's lower. It's the way of the world now, isn't it? Moneyed football, affluent football. Oh, mate, we're in dog shit. Help. Anyway, that's my video overdone today. There's a few talking points there. Yeah, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be called. Help. I need somebody. Just anybody. Good health. Peace be with you.